Okay.
Good morning. Welcome to your IELTS speaking test. There are 3 parts to this test. In part 1, I'm going to be asking you a few questions to get to know you. Let us begin.
Okay, sounds great.
What is your full name?
My full name is, my parents named me Antonio Silva, but most of the friends in my neighborhood just call me Tonio. And so you are more than welcome to call me that also.
Okay, can I see your ID?
Sure. Here is my passport, and you're welcome to check my information.
Where are you from?
I am from Brazil, which is located in South America, and specifically, I am from a city called Salvador. Salvador is located in the north of Brazil, and it's a very beautiful city.
Do you work or study?
Right now, I am a student learning English in an ESL school located here in Denver, Colorado. And after I finish my ESL school, I plan to go study engineering at a university here in the United States.
Tell me about the country you're from.
Well, Brazil is a very famous country. There's a lot of diversity in terms of the ecology. We have the beaches all along the east coast of the country, and then to the west of the country, we have the Amazon forest and the Amazon River, which is very famous all over the world. Many people like to come here as tourists to visit our country because of the beautiful beaches, but also we have a very vibrant and exciting culture.
Do you like it in Brazil?
Yeah, I think you can tell by the way I talk about it that I really do like it a lot. We work really hard, but also we know how to play really hard too, and I like that about our culture.
Do you like the weather there?
Yes, absolutely. The weather in Brazil you can say is almost always nice. We don't really have bad weather like in Canada or some parts of the United States where you have a lot of snow and cold weather. In Brazil, it's sunshine, it's green, it's beaches, it's very beautiful.
Is that kind of weather suitable for children?
Yes, definitely, because it's not like in the desert. In the desert, it's very hot and it's unbearable to be outside. In Brazil, it's hot, but it's great for children because it's important for children to go outside and play. And in Brazil, you can do that year round.
Do you like the place where you live?
Um, do I like the place that I live? Do you mean like my house or?
Yes, your house.
Yeah. I definitely like my house. Where I'm staying right now in Colorado, I'm staying with a host family, and we live in a two-story house. I think they said it's called a ranch-style house. I'm not sure, but it's a very beautiful house, and that's where I live right now.
Is that a good location to keep in touch with your friends?
Um, yeah, I think so. I think it's a really good location for that. Um, when I'm able to um, when I have to go and visit my friends, I can easily get on the train, which is a few blocks away, and go to their houses, which are very close. And so that is one thing I like about it, is that I'm able to get to them in about 5 or 10 minutes.
What subject are you studying?
Well, right now I am studying English, but as I told you, I'm going to be going and studying engineering because it's a very interesting major to study.
Why do you think people would choose such a subject in your country?
Well, I think that, especially for Brazil, Brazil is a developed country, but there still are many parts that are developing. We have the petrol industry, we have the logging industry. There's so many different industries in Brazil, and engineering is very much needed because there's still so much of the country that needs to be built. And so that's why a lot of people choose to study engineering in Brazil.
Do you think your English is good?
Yeah, I think that my English is pretty good, and then it's very helpful in terms of working nowadays, because all over the world people speak English, and that's why I've tried my best to learn it very well.
Okay, let's talk about music. What kind of music do you like?
Well, of course, I like Brazilian music. I love samba, and there are so many different varieties of music all over the world. I'm a big fan of the jazz music from the United States, but also I listen to music from all over the world.
Did your taste in music change with time?
Yeah, definitely. I would say when I was much younger, I used to listen to a lot of pop music, like Michael Jackson and stuff like that. But then, as I got a little bit older, I learned to appreciate jazz and some other slower forms of music because they are better to study to.
Do you prefer live concerts or records?
I probably prefer records because at a live concert, it's very, very noisy, and very often the music that comes out of the speaker system or the sound system, it doesn't sound the same. And so I don't like the big crowds and all the noise. If I want to really hear music, I like to put on a record and just sit back and listen to it.
Okay. Do you like to walk?
Um, wow. Okay. Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, I love to walk. I try to walk as often as I can. One reason why I really like walking is because it gives me a chance to learn the area where I live, and also to really get out in nature.
Did you do outdoor activities as a child?
Yes, yes, I did a lot of outdoor activities as a child. When I was much younger, I definitely would ride my bike, play basketball, go swimming, and sometimes just walk around the neighborhood and play various little games with my children with my play various games with my friends. And so that's some of the things that I did as a child.
Thank you very much. We are now going to move on to part two.